Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, fresh off my most recent failure, but fortunately too stupid not to try again, in XCOM, The Long War. And it seems like the more I play The Long War, the more I realize that a little bit of stupidity can really go a long way. If you really were a clever person and dug into the particulars of Build 15 and did like Talmudic level research on it to understand all of the specifics, the details, the mechanics, and whatnot, I think you'd quickly come to the realization that The Long War isn't so much a game as it is an exercise in self-flagellation. You really have to want to punish yourself to spend 300 hours of your life kind of doing this. It's basically a Tyler Durden kind of Project Mayhem level of self-destruction. And by and large, the time that you spend playing a campaign of The Long War would be better spent doing probably something else. I mean, shit, you could just go watch a Bob Ross marathon on Twitch for those 300 hours, and instead of punishing yourself with The Long War, spend that energy learning to create and appreciate something beautiful like an oil painting. But a dumb guy like me, as opposed to that clever person, a guy like me too stupid to figure out that the scales are overwhelmingly weighed against me and that Build 15 isn't really designed to be casually winnable, well, like Sisyphus, I'll just keep pushing that rock uphill, sighing in defeat when it rolls back to the bottom, and then shrugging and starting all over again, pushing it back up the hill. I'm like a country bumpkin at a county fair. I'm just too stupid to realize that the game is rigged and that the carny in the booth is making eyes at my girlfriend and formulating a plan to use my money to get her drunk on lime vodka so he can explore her tunnel of love while I throw rings at a fucking Coke bottle. That's the whole part and parcel of it. That carny's gonna take my woman, and I'm not gonna be happy about it. But hey, I may have like a stuffed banana or something at the end of it, so there's that. I won't have a girlfriend, but I can go home and hump that banana. Which is exactly how that scenario is going to play out. She'll be drunk on lime vodka, wooed by a carny. I'll be humping a stuffed animal. Looks like I'll also be doing an abduction mission, which, here's the thing. I could shoot this, we might be able to shoot this down. We do have Semtex Cato. We could soften it up with maybe Slapshot Bow. But wouldn't we just rather let it land? If we shoot it down, well, if we shoot it down, we got a chance to salvage the craft, but that's going to be... It's kind of a bad risk. Here's why. If we were going to try and shoot this down, if we're going to go at something aggressive like a large UFO, I would rather it not be an abduction mission. We know what the abduction mission is all about. It's going to land and it'll be relatively easily mopped up. If I'm going to try and shoot down something really huge and aggressive, I would prefer that to be like a terror ship. One, because I'd like to kill an assault carrier and get my hands on some fusion coils. Two, stopping a damn terror mission in South America would be really freaking handy. So, as much as I might like to, yeah, I'm not going to do it. Let's just send up Stallion Ivanov for his patented pull the rug out from under my feet. Once again, Charlie Brown goes in to kick the football. And once again, Lucy fucking yanks it right out from under Charlie's feet. Whoa! You blockhead. Alright. Actually, you know, the whole Charlie Brown thing, and I think I've talked about this before, but if I was Charlie Brown, I'd have fucking stabbed Lucy in the neck. After about the 5th time she pulled that shit, I'd have been like, if you pull that ball away from me this time, Lucy, I swear to God, I'm gonna take my football cleats and stomp your face to a bloody red ruin. And then when she pulled the football away from me, inevitably, I would have just stomped her face to a bloody red ruin, because fuck that bitch, she deserved it.
Commander.
So there's our abduction mission, and the...
for assistance. There are abductions in progress
yeah,
at
it's
each
fine.
marked site on the hologlobe.
You didn't even need to say Brazil, by the way, Bradford. The alien's murder boner for Brazil is, at this point, just giant, raw, red, and pulsating with its throbbing heartbeat. It really is overwhelming. The aliens want Brazil like they've never wanted anything in their entire lives. Urban large structure, a single building that will require entry. Well, as much as I might like to take some quality sniper action, I don't really think that's gonna pan out for us. I should take a sniper, but you know what? I don't think I'm gonna take any of my sniper officers. We could take John Wayne, he's still pretty good. Alternatively, this wouldn't be a terrible opportunity to maybe level up one of our sort of snipers. We could go with Marconi or Broadside. I think we'll take George Custer, and you know what? This is just an abduction mission. Lately, they've been among the weaker missions we've encountered. Yeah, I'm gonna get stupid. Fuck it. It's, we gotta spice things up a little bit, and nothing spices up missions like the inclusion of J. Robert the Idiot Oppenheimer. The man is a walking fucking catastrophe, so let's give him a chance to go shit this right up. Illuminator gun sight, shredder rocket, yeah, it's fine. J. Robert is ready to embarrass himself as thoroughly as someone can embarrass themselves. Let's take a look at a gunner then. Bloody Mary Stewart needs to go on this mission. We don't really have a choice on this one. Bloody Mary needs the Psychic EXP. It's good to see Bloody Mary back in action. She was critically wounded recently, I believe, thanks to the idiocy of one... Who was it that did that? Oh, it was Winston fucking Churchill. That's who it was. Goddamn Winston Churchill. Don't think I'm gonna let that one slide, Churchill. I'm holding that one against you forever, just like I hold that one rookie getting killed against John Wayne. He's never living it down. And we did something last mission that I sort of appreciated, I think had pretty good effects. We gave our gunner both a neural gun link and a shadow device, and it worked out pretty well. So I'm gonna repeat that strategy until I find a reason to not repeat it, because I'm all about doing the same things over again and expecting different results, the very definition of insanity. Mitch Pancakes Hedberg, I do want to scout. He should be psychically active if possible. Although we could make do with, we'll probably try and make do with Sherman. We've got one shadow device. We can afford to forego this on our scout, which again is something we did last mission when we were trying to get the mind control tap on the ethereal. We did manage to throw it, and we did have a positive chance for success. Just didn't really work out for us. Cognitive enhancer. I think we'll go walker servos and a motion tracker here. Chameleon suit. I'm not. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. We don't need it. What else do we need? We got, well, we should probably take a sniper, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to take, yeah, we're just going to take old broadside Custer here. Let's let the general get a chance to do something. I don't know. I feel a little guilty. I feel like we've been sort of overlooking and neglecting some of our lower ranked team members, and it's a situation I am going to try and address. But there's only so much leeway I've got. As difficult as missions are these days, we can't really afford to be bringing in a whole bunch of subpar troopers. It's just, it's too damn dangerous. Bringing in one rookie could get an entire team killed. We have to be very careful with how we apply the rookies. Elvis is back. Well, that's good. Next time, well, you know what? We'll keep Elvis for the next time Atlas King is on deck so that we can maybe get another shot at an ethereal. Ernest Shackleton is not yet max rank, so as far as medics go, I think Ernie Shack's probably the right choice. We'll Titan armor for the Ernster. Let's throw him his plasma. Nah, we're going to save that plasma carbine, actually, now that I think about it. We're going to give that instead to our engineer. So let's go with just regular plasma rifle then for Sir Ernest. We'll give him a motion tracker. I'd like to give him a neuroregulator, but he doesn't actually need it. So motion tracker, shadow device. Ernie's locked, loaded, and ready to go. So what do we need? We got 3 slots left. One of them has to go to an engineer. Our sort of fielder's choice has already been fixed, and we're probably just going to take 2 assaults for the last of it. Tomoe Gozen, a strong candidate for taking on this mission. I'd love to get Isaac Newton in the tube just so we could learn to get him he just needs to learn a psychic power. That's all he needs to do. Put him in a tube, have him learn a power, and then he never has to go back in ever again. It's going to be, yeah, Tomoe Gozen is our best choice here. Tomoe does still need some psychic EXP. She's not capped. I'd love to get some of these guys run through the tube, but the logjam is, it's insurmountable. The logjam really can't be overcome. We've got so many people backed up waiting to get into the tube. We just can't get them into the tube fast enough. There's not enough tube. We need more tube. That's something I've heard before. It'd be like, hey, give it to me, Pete. And be like, that's all I got. She'd be like, oh, I need more tube. Yeah, not well endowed. Sun Tzu is a war crime, but you know what? Now, I'm not taking you on a mission, Sun Tzu. There's no reason to take you on a mission. Catherine the Great, there are reasons to take Catherine the Great on a mission. She is not a complete walking fucking bag of trash. So let's go with a little bit of unconventional build for Catherine the Great. Catherine the Great, you have Sprinter, right? You do. Good. Let's give you a reflex cannon, and I'm going to give you breaching ammo. No shredder ammo for Catherine the Great this time. I'm going to go with walker servos instead. And then what we're going to do is throw on a little bit of arc thrower. And I think we're probably going to do this on both of our assault team. We'll double it up. I do want double assaults. Like an assault would be better. I say assault, and then I take like St. Joan of Arc on a mission. She has 6,000 EXP. St. Joan is not an assault trooper. She's a fantastic assault trooper. Let's take Do I, you know, yeah. I was gonna say, do I dare take Winston Churchill? But fuck it, I dare. I'm gonna be brazen. I'm getting crazy on this mission. Crazy Pete's Crazy Emporium has come out, and it's fucking a wholesale. We're having a fire sale on Crazy today. Doing all kinds of stupid shit. Willfully stupid. We're gonna go with breaching ammo, Walker servos, and try to get Winston to court Churchill up in the neighborhood where maybe his foot speed rallies up with Sprinter as well. Last time I had Churchill and Bloody Mary on a mission together, though, gotta say it didn't fucking end well. Let's try and avoid that this time. Winston, if you would. I shall avoid the situation at all cost. I shall avoid it by sea, by land, by air. Yeah. Just fucking don't do it, Winston.
Brazilian authorities have requested.
Alright, so our last abduction mission, I think, was on the same map. I really like this map. I'm rarely going to complain about playing this map. It's one of my favorite ones. It has a lot of really interesting tactical opportunities with this interior of the building, vis-a-vis destructive cover and whatnot. I really like this map. I think this may be my favorite map in all of XCOM. I really do. It's got open ground, it's got areas with decent cover, it's got areas with bad cover, it's got a lot of destructible cover. It's a good map. It's good. I like it. It's solid. One big building. Here comes the team storming off. Little fucking disco rave action going with the distortion fields and the camera angle there. Alright, how are we looking? Well, we actually, didn't we come in the same spot last time, and then we found like a pod of ethereals and mutons down at the end of the street? We did. This team is not necessarily fully equipped to deal with a pod of ethereals and mutons down at the end of the street, so we're going to need to be a little bit careful. A lot of something over here. Alright, Ernie Shack, let's move you that way. Oh, it's a big pod. It's supremely dangerous as well. Alright, well that's horrible. Okay, Oppenheimer, strangely, is in a position to possibly do something positive. Sherman, I need you to pull this Overwatch. Roger or at least, if not pull it, I need you... Well, that's good enough. So it's a Mechtoid Leviathan. Alright. He's gonna have 8 zillion health. And by 8 zillion, I mean I bet this guy has at least 40 health, possibly more. It's actually closer to 60. Let's just count it, shall we? 10, 20, 30, 40... He has 46 health. Yeah, it's no, it's totally fair, Long War. Completely reasonable amount of health for a Mechtoid to have. Totally reasonable. That's half cover. Churchill, I kinda need you to do something dangerous and stupid. And as the most expendable member of the team, Winston, dangerous and stupid, you're doing it. I shall do anything. There's nothing that Winston Churchill, no foe I shall not brave. I forgot that I did not bring shredder ammo. I am a real dumb man. I should have also expected that this guy would have reactive sensors. I'm very glad that he missed. Alright, so I'm gonna stop doing really stupid shit now because I think I've hit my limit for stupid shit. Broadside, please disable that man's weapon. I don't want anyone else getting shot here. Nor do I want anybody getting shot next turn. So we did no damage with that shot, but honestly, the 0 damage is not really a problem. Alright, Oppenheimer. This is when you don't fucking make an absolute total shame of yourself. This rocket doesn't have to hit, but it's gotta at least get close. You gotta at least get it in the vicinity. Good enough, then. Good enough. Granted, you managed to kill 3 sectoids, which, let's face it, is not that impressive. But you did kill them.
Got it. Moving.
So Tamale Gozen's gonna have to take a run. Bloody Mary Stewart has got to find... we need a shooter's box for Mary Stewart. We got to get her up in the action. Having her at half cover is just... Oh, it's awful. So what's the problem? The Mechtoid can't do anything. We've got him on lockdown. The Mechtoid is... He's right in the center of Fucktown, population U. So I think... We're gonna... Alright, I'm just gonna be stupidly aggressive. I'm coming at this one full aggro. It's Wolvie Berserk style, despite the fact that Eleanor the Wolverine Roosevelt is not on the mission. We're coming at this one from an insane level. 49% chance to hit is absolutely terrible. I was expecting that to be dramatically better. Well, we're gonna have Sherman take this shot because there's no disadvantage to poking it. No hit. That's not the end of the world. Bloody Mary doesn't have a shot at anything, so we're gonna send Bloody Mary to this corner cover. and suddenly she can't see the mech. Everything is terrible. Everything is terrible. Alright, let's take our desperation shot. What a surprise, it missed. That means that Catherine the Gate is probably going to get shot by that sectoid, and there's really not anything we can do about it. We could throw a shadow device at her, but I don't want to waste a shadow device on one shot from a mechtoid with a plasma pistol against the target wearing Titan armor. It's pretty unlikely to be necessary. There's a drone in there. Alright, well, Winston Churchill is doing something there. I mean, that's helpful. Here we go. Alright, so Catherine the Great. Looks like Catherine took him down. A little bit of close encounters. Our drone problem is solved. So we have more enemies around the corner. That's terrible. Sounds like floaters. The mechtoid is running away. That's unexpected. What is this guy gonna do? Go hide behind an exploded car and shoot Catherine the Great? Yep. Alright, well, all things considered, that could have turned out dramatically worse. There's a drone back there, that's why. Alright, well, that's not the end of the world. Car's gonna explode. Car's gonna explode. Okay, well, let's, Custer, you have a shot? Yeah, but it's a bad one. Honestly, Custer, it's actually not worth taking. Let's get you in the air. So we'll just put Custer up high, have him steady his weapon. Mary Stewart has double 29%, so I'll take it because there's nothing else she can do. This will also apply hollow targeting if we have anybody else who wants to subsequently shoot. Oh, Bloody Mary Stewart giving that guy the bloody what for? Nicely done. So we need to get that mechtoid to come back to us. Oppenheimer, you're going to steady your weapon. Churchill, I think we're going to have you reload. Shackleton, you're going to stay right where you're at. Sherman, and reload. Gozen, let's put you on Overwatch. Put you on Overwatch. Catherine the Great's going to dash around this corner, and she's going to reload as well. We're going to make that mechtoid come back into us. I'm going a little bit of Johnny Mathis musical fishing lure at this one. We're going to toss the Johnny Mathis musical fishing lure out into the water. Let it play that sweet Johnny Mathis music, and it's going to bring that big wide-mouthed bass right back into us. And we've got our 2 units under the cover of a Ernest Shackleton smoke grenade and smoke launch. It's a Richard Jenny joke, by the way, the Johnny Mathis musical fishing lure. Check it out. Pretty good bit. Fish come a-running when they hear that Johnny Mathis music. Chances are... Oh, there he is!
We're green to go.
It sucks that Richard Jenny is dead. He was a funny guy. We should put Richard Jenny on the team. Just thought of that. Richard Jenny would make a fantastic addition. And I'm going to do exactly this turn, the same thing I did last turn. We're going to take, well, with the exception of Bloody Mary Stewart, who's going to reload. Steady that weapon, Oppenheimer. I'm going to make that mechtoid Leviathan come at me. He will stay off camera until he's fully healed, and when he's fully healed, he'll come charging back in brazenly and foolishly, and then I'm going to take him out. Yeah, there's floaters in the building. We're not worried about it. Deal with the problem in front of you. Don't go looking for more problems, Catherine the Great. This is why the people of fucking Russia rebelled under your controls. You were like, oh, we got a bunch of problems we need to solve instead of handling the serf rebellion. You should fucking taking care of those rebelling serfs. Steady the weapon, J. Robert. Our friend, the Muton mechtoid back there, should be fully repaired. I can't have another pod coming in on me while I'm trying to fight a mechtoid Leviathan. At the same time, it's too much shit. I can't handle it. Alright, so we're getting some shots. This guy is a problem. Wow, fantastic. We both somehow missed our close encounter shots. It activated a pod that's clear on the other side of the building, and here comes our Leviathan friend. Well, this is fucking great. Situation completely screwed. Double 46s is not good enough. Our cover is also somewhat shitty, I'd like to point out. We have not fantastic cover here. We can do a... Alright, can Catherine the Great... Can't even see that guy. Fantastic. Totally sensible, too, that he should be invisible to her. Which means that Sherman can't shoot and move, which means that Sherman is probably going to get shot. It's real bad. Oppenheimer. We could have him lob a shredder rocket down there, which has benefits. Some benefits. There are also a billion Seekers just running around. Would we maybe be better off to just make this a Shadow Device turn? It seems like maybe our best bet might be to just go full Shadow Device. But we kind of don't need it. Tamale goes, and how far can you throw a grenade? Can you hit this guy with a grenade? Nope. You also can't even see the enemy. All right, Churchill, you're gonna hit, you're gonna do some damage, but you're not gonna be able to shred him. Well, so far the plan is working. I say we stick with the plan. So we're gonna have Sherman take this shot. We're just looking for holo targeting. The 5 damage is a nice ancillary benefit, admittedly, but we were really just looking for the holo targeting. Churchill, we're gonna have you take a poke here as well. So go ahead and take a shot. 11 damage on the crit is solid output. Custer, you're gonna disable the Leviathan's weapon one more time. Enjoy this, you piece of crap. So, no gun for you. We're going full soup Nazi on the Mechtoid back there. No soup for you! You're gonna throw a smoke grenade, actually. First thing, let's have Mary Stewart double 56. She might be able to kill this with a little bit of luck. 17 damage, really close. Oh, there we go. The follow-up shot, also a hit. Beautiful. Catherine the Great's gonna be on Overwatch. Oppenheimer's still gonna keep that weapon steadied. Shackleton, throw your last smoke grenade at the 2 people who are in the middle of the fuck zone. Then you can follow that up with Overwatch. We'll see if the Mechtoid comes forward or if he decides he's going to run away again like the chicken shit coward piece of shit that he is. Gozen's going to be on Overwatch, which probably is going to provide literally no benefit. Is there any Shack with a bad Overwatch shot? Still managed to connect. Is that a regular floater or a heavy floater? We gotta know. You gotta know. It's a little Alanis Morissette action. We gotta know. Except that was you ought to know. Still. We gotta know. Alanis ought to know. We gotta know. That's how it works. So a Seeker has just gone into stealth mode right there. Another one has gone into stealth mode. The Leviathan did what again? Dis-a-fucking-peered. That's what it did. Well, if we can't see it, it can't see us. And we're still in the same defensive position as we were a moment ago. I don't see any particular... Oh, no, the Leviathan is still there. We couldn't see the Leviathan because... It's the most ridiculous shit ever. The fact that there was an enemy in this tile prevented us from drawing line of sight to that guy. Because that's sensible. Alright, well, this guy's got a weapon this turn, and there's nothing we can do about that. I would not have taken that shot with Winston Churchill had I known that was going to be the outcome. I sincerely would not have done that. I would have had Winston move. Bloody Mary. I think we're going to drop you into Overwatch. I don't suppose you could command here, could you, Oppenheimer? You can. Well, you're going to do that, then. Churchill, you're going to fall back to this corner. We're going to put Catherine the Great, Ernest Shack, Overwatch, Overwatch for Sherman, Overwatch for Gozen, Overwatch for Catherine the Great. All the Overwatch getting pulled by a floater, but we fully expected that. Floater is down. I want to try and encourage... we knew that was going to happen. And the Leviathan, I sort of want to move forward. This is not good. Okay. I was hoping that we wouldn't... Well, okay, that was a double move, so that guy is not going to be doing that shit again. Kamali Gozen taking a very strange angle on this Overwatch and destroying half of the building that we were sort of using for cover. Yeah, the shot failed to connect, you think? Because you missed by a fucking country mile, that's why. Shot failed to connect. I wasn't even close to the target. Not sure what I was aiming at. Shot was ridiculously bad. I am ashamed of myself and what I have done to the project. So Catherine the Great's really going to be getting worked over here. This is actually a pretty soluble problem, though. Everybody's going to shoot Catherine the Great. Well, that one actually missed, so fuck you. And the Leviathan does not have enough movement to come up and finish her off, but... We're getting into sticky wicket territory here. Alright, what do you got at this Leviathan? If you can't see him, I'm so gonna be pissed off. Can't see him. Of course you can't. Why would you be able to see him? That's just... That would be a reasonable thing. Why would we expect this game to ever behave reasonably? At this point, I mean, that's a genuine question. Why would I expect reasonable stuff from the Long War? William Sherman making use of his lightning reflexes. He's just gonna probably fall back behind that same truck. He's got more reaction fire to take. We've got to get Catherine the Great and old Willie Shakes the hell out of Dodge because they are right in a very bad spot. So Sherman, we're just gonna move you straight back to where you were. Tomoe Gozen. We have 2 ways to solve our problem. One involves J. Robert Oppenheimer. One involves Tomoe Gozen. Another way involves both, which sounds strange, but I like this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. Let's say Catherine the Great, who is fairly badly injured in here, and she should be able to... This guy should just be dead. Catherine the Great's gonna evaporate the floater. That's fine. She does have a follow-up move, and I'm thinking about running her around this corner to try and clear line of sight, but I'm worried about what's on the other side of the wall. We kind of need to know. Churchill, you gotta move, man. We gotta get you out of there. You're in not a good spot. All right, well, let's get you to safety, and then we'll worry about what to do with you on subsequent turns when you are alive on subsequent turns. So let's bring you over here. This is corner cover at the worst. Even if they're... Okay, good. That's good. That's solid. Good start. Now, it's time for Team Grenade to start kicking this shit into high gear. Tomoe goes in. Give me a Heat Warheads grenade, and I need you to throw this one a little high. I really want you to catch the Mechtoid. We've got other solutions to the... That's probably going to be about as good as we can do. We've got J. Robert Oppenheimer for the other flyers. Okay, so we got some damage out of Gozen. Not as much as I might have liked. I was hoping this would open up a shot on the Mechtoid. Please tell me that it did. Oh, that's exactly what we needed. Bloody Mary Stewart with a double 86 heat ammo shot at our friendly neighborhood Mechtoid. Oh, you're about to get all the fucked, buddy. Yeah, enjoy that. He has reacted. I got it. One health left. I'd like to point out the last 2 times we fought a Mechtoid. That's happened both times. We've left them after a rapid fire with 1 fucking health, and they have killed the person that shot them both times. And I am unspeakably salty about it each and every fucking time. Way to not hit the goddamn Mechtoid, by the way, J. Robert Oppenheimer. The one unit I actually gave a shit about, and you left it alive. Brilliant fucking work, son. Brilliant fucking work. Shackleton, please mop some of this mess up. You're gonna be mopping up what's left of Bloody Mary Stewart as well when this is done. And I gotta say, Bloody Mary's really fucking been living up to her name lately. Every time we take her on a mission now, she comes home in a bloody fucking wreck. She's just coming home in a goddamn bucket. We should change her name to Mary Bucket Stewart. Custer, can you please kill that thing? Just take him out. You're not going to because he's robotic and you don't have heat ammo. You didn't even hit. Never mind. Well, you're definitely not taking him out that way. Good work, Custer. Still working on the whole broadside of the barn issue. I'm real pleased with the way this mission has turned out. Bloody Mary Stewart's gonna be back in the hospital for another fucking month. What is it about Bloody Mary Stewart and Winston Churchill that just spells disaster? There's something about it that's just... Oh, regen biofield automatically stabilized her. That's the first time that ability has ever done anything at all for us. I'm fucking flabbergasted. She is stabilized, right? Can be stabilized or revived. It doesn't say that she's stabilized. I'm a little concerned that she may not actually be stabilized. Well, she doesn't have a question mark or a countdown timer. Please let that be the last unit. Okay, well, that's shitty. So we'll reload. Oppenheimer, you're gonna go on Overwatch. Ernest Shackleton, I'm gonna actually move you over here and see if you can revive this unit because I need to make sure that she can't. Yeah. I'm double checking this one. I don't trust regen biofield to actually work. It can't be trusted, and I can't take a risk with losing Bloody Mary Stewart. Or Mary Bucket Stewart, as she'll soon be known, because she spends all of her time in a bucket. Overwatch, then. We also need to get a heal on Catherine the Great at some point. George Custer's going to reload. This mission has turned into a very quick tragedy. Please be the last unit. Please be the last unit. J. Robert Oppenheimer can enjoy a little autoerotic asphyxiation. That's fine. Regen biofield triggered again, but I don't know what it is, per se. 100% can't miss shot for Custer. Please end the mission, George. Well, you hit the guy, so there's that. Let's give William Tecumseh Sherman a much-deserved kill. He's the one person on this mission who hasn't really embarrassed himself. Please be still not the end of the mission. Great. I'm gonna guess they're... Alright, well, let's find out if exactly where everything is. So, give me a motion track. Where are the aliens? Where are the remaining aliens? It's got to be something that's cloaked, then, I think. Or it's clear on the other side of the map. Catherine the Great, you need healed. Get you over here, Ernest Shackleton, you're going to come over here and do said healing. So if you could throw that at Catherine, that'd be great. She's a little banged up. Not actually injured yet, but pretty fucking injured. She's no Bloody Mary Stewart going home in a bucket level of injury, but she's definitely not in good shape. Oppenheimer, you're on Overwatch. Churchill, Overwatch. I'm thinking the last unit on the map is actually a Seeker. That's just lurking around somewhere. Triggering the regen biofield. It's really doing some good work for us, buddy. So I think we may just do a little, like, couple turns of Overwatch here.
Oh yeah.
I'm a little concerned if we have a really powerful enemy somewhere on this map, without Bloody Mary Stewart there to bring it down, we're gonna be a little undergunned. This is exactly what I was talking about at the top of the episode, man. You gotta bring top quality troopers in all categories at all times. You start bringing in the troopers, this is what's gonna happen. Alright, so clearly there's very clearly another enemy somewhere on this map.
Yes, Commander.
And it is not a Seeker. So we're gonna have to go try and find it, and if we're gonna do that, Sherman is the man for the job. Everybody else is gonna sort of stay put. I'm still under the sort of operative theory that the remaining unit is in fact a Seeker somewhere that's cloaked up and just won't decloak, because we've got an armada of Overwatch. Could be, not necessarily the case. Seekers don't show up on motion trackers, is one of the reasons why I'm curious. Alright, so what do you got here, Sherman? Motion tracker still shows nothing.
Okay.
Well, whatever it is, it's definitely not over there. It's gotta be a Seeker. Seeker is the only thing that could possibly be left. We've swept almost the entire map. Keep up with that regen biofield. You're doing the Lord's work there, Ernest Shackleton. Man, you say what you want about Ernest Shackleton. The man really does have a can't-give-up attitude. Never quit, never surrender. Shackleton will keep trying to heal you until you're, all the way dead or back on your feet. He'll never stop. He's the kind of guy you want giving you CPR. He's never gonna stop. You're like, no, it's fine. I'll do it forever. I'm never gonna give it up. I'm like the Rick Astley at CPR. I'm never gonna give it up. Never gonna let you down. I may run around a little bit, but I won't desert and or hurt you. And there's our Seeker that we've been waiting for. The whole team's gonna Overwatch and kill it. You gotta be fucking kidding me, right? Okay, I was about to be unspeakably salty if 5 people shot at that Seeker and didn't kill it.
Another one down.
Yeah.
Good work, Commander.
Bradford, how drunk are you that you looked at this mission and said we did a good job? All of the drunk? You've had all of the liquor in the universe. Well, that's about the appropriate amount. That's really the only way I would have said good work at the end of this mission, is with that quantity of liquor. So, congratulations on finding the butter zone. 36 days for Mary Stewart, who's in the hospital, gravely wounded. Fantastic. And yet another willpower penalty for Bloody Mary's just out of contention. There's, at this point, no way she's going to be the volunteer. It's almost a mortal lock for Atlas King at this point. Panic in Brazil has decreased. Whoopee. And,
We will be in touch, Commander.
yeah, it's really irritating, actually. So let's go down to the old repair bay, and all of the Illyrium that we got on this mission we had to use to repair that Aegis armor, and that is... The repair mechanic in Build 15 is simply terrible. It's not like Illyrium isn't already the absolute ridiculous limiting factor for forward progress. Maybe don't make your annoying repair mechanic also take resources that otherwise prevent you from progressing in the campaign. That's real shitty design. It's just, my complaints about Build 15 just continue. The more I play of it, the more problematic it becomes, especially on a longer timeline. The more I play, the more I can't wait for XCOM 2 to come out, because Build 15 is... It's worse than the 2 previous builds, which is what I find confusing. This is the penultimate build. This is your crowning achievement. It seems like you maybe should have stopped painting a while ago. You gotta take a lesson from, like, Da Vinci and the old masters. When a painting is good enough, you just gotta say, you know what, it's good enough, and stop fucking with it. Anyway, I'm going to stop fucking with this one. I'm going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. If you'd like to see more XCOM The Long War, you might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes every single day, at least until our campaign ends, because we can't get more than 20 Illyrium. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.